I'm a prepping expert. Continuing with the series, napansin ko lang yung trend na it's so difficult to find yung matitino talaga na prepper without having to go through somebody selling something or a product being featured by these so-called preppers. Ang hirap maghanap ng video na hindi ka binibentahan ng kahit anong produkto. And that makes me question the credibility of these people. Siguro, meron nga silang konting experience, pero yung konti is siguro magaling lang sila as an influencer kesa totoong may experience. Yun ang problema kasi kadalasan walang experience yung mga tao. Pero photogenic, artista, or celebrity or something, marunong humarap sa camera. Kaya pwede mo silang gawing influencer or kaya sila ginagawang influencer ng mga iba't ibang produkto. So, hindi nakataka-taka na may mga ganon. But in reality, it's the viewers who suffer. Meaning, gusto nilang matuto ng totoong prepping. Kaya lang, instead of learning how to prep, they learn about new products, they have to buy this and that, and prepping ends up for them being a very expensive proposition. So, nauubos lang yung pondo nila buying so many products, and at the end of the day, they don't come out with anything. My problem with this really is people are being sold the wrong information. What do we mean by this, or what do I mean by this? Simple lang naman ang konsepto ng prepping. It's having the mindset first, having the awareness first, and then through that awareness, syempre comes the tools. Then you go for stuff that you might need. Now, as a result, some people go overboard. In my previous video, I already discussed that preppers in the Philippines should be prepping for Philippine scenarios. Hindi pwedeng kokopya ka lang ng konsepto sa ibang bansa. You have to take into consideration na iba ang mga batas sa Pilipinas. Especially when it comes to firearms and the Second Amendment. Wala tayong Second Amendment sa Pilipinas. Kaya hindi instant or hindi common sa atin ang mayroong mga firearms. Just remember that. And even the firearms law will dictate how you respond to certain situations. So, ganun lang ang batas. We cannot take a concept from the US, for example, or anywhere else in the world and apply it here because it doesn't work that way. Iba yung pinaghahandaan nila doon, iba rin yung pinaghahandaan natin dito. So, just remember that. For another, napakainit ng usapin ng bug out or go bag or those related items, bug out location, bug out vehicle. In reality, eto na nga ba yung sinasabi ko As I'm recording this, there was a 7.2 magnitude earthquake that happened in Taiwan. Were the people prepared? Were the people expecting it? Even if you were expecting something like that, you cannot expect where you will be when it happens. So, ibig sabihin, maaring nagsha-shopping ka lang, maaring natutulog ka lang, biglang magkakaroon ng earthquake. Now, honestly speaking, kaya mo pa bang mag-isip na dumampot ng go bag or whatever else na tingin mo kakailanganin mo? I'm speaking of and I'm addressing people who live in high-rise condominiums. Sa tingin nyo, in an earthquake scenario, makakalabas kayo ng condo? Sure kayo? Conversely, makalabas man kayo, saan kayo tatakbo, di ba? And seriously speaking, I've seen it happen to the best of people na in times of emergency, nauuna yung taranta. So, in essence, walang nakakadampot or walang nakakaalalang gawin yung mga dapat nilang gawin. In 2019, nagkaroon ng malaking earthquake. From what I gather in the forums, maraming preppers or preppers na sila pero nakalimutan damputin yung susi ng bahay, nakalimutan damputin yung go bag, nakalimutan magdala ng flashlight or stuff like that. Meaning, in a sudden event like that, your reflexes will dictate what you will do. So kung ikaw ay naunahan ng pagkalito at pagkataranta, walang silbi yung mga go bag, walang silbi yung mga bag out bag ninyo, walang silbi yung mga flashlight or whatever device you think you will pick up on the way out. Wala yan, wala yan. And the best you can actually do, the most realistic thing you can do is get out and get out quick. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Yung mga peking prepper or yung mga influencers will try to get you to consume, to purchase things na sinasabi nila na kakailanganin nyo. The ugly truth being, pagdating ng pagkakataon, all you will think about is getting out. All you will think about is your own personal safety, that you make it out of wherever you are. One certainty is simply you will never know kung kailan mangyayari ang isang disaster, kung kailan mangyayari ang isang emergency situation. Which is why it's useless to think that all your bug-out preparations, all your go-bag preparations are 100% foolproof. Kasi yun na nga sinasabi ko, paano kung nangyari yan na nasa labas kayo ng bahay? Paano kung nangyari yan na nasa ibang bansa kayo? Nawala sa inyo yung mga cool toys ninyo o yung mga bug-out stuff ninyo. If that happens, saan kayo pupulutin? Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not discouraging you from preparing, whether it's the go bag, the bug out bag, stockpiling. I'm not discouraging you from doing that. I'm just saying that you have to be realistic. You have to accept the fact that these things are only less than 100% foolproof. Maybe even less than 50% pa yung guarantee. Hindi ganun kataas yan. Ilang beses na bang nangyari na, for example, the 1990 earthquake happened on a weekday na meron pang school and office. So malaki yung naging casualty ng 1990 earthquake, which means that an emergency situation, a disaster can strike at any time, can even strike in the worst possible time. Yung tipong may sakit kayo, hindi kayo makabangon, or nasa CR kayo, wherever. Diba? Hindi lahat ng oras handa kayo. It's like people who practice the quick draw na perfect yung stance, perfect yung grip, perfect everything. Pero in an emergency situation, pag ikaw ay bumunot, hindi perfect yung bunot mo. Hindi rin magiging perfect yung tutok mo. Nothing will ever be perfect. Your stance might be wrong. You might be at the wrong place. You might be even sitting down or lying down pagdating ng pagkakataon na yon. So, I'm against the concept of the perfect world, di ba? Sa bagay, in a perfect world, hindi ka na magpe-prep. But the point is, lahat ng preparasyon na ginagawa ng mga tao are all made under perfect circumstances. Ibig sabihin, nakakapag-surf pa sila ng internet, nakakapanood pa sila ng kanilang mga movies, etc., etc. They can live comfortable lives. Pero, when disaster strikes, it will happen in the worst possible time. So, yan yung mga dapat, not necessarily na mapaghahandaan natin, pero we have to be ready to accept that reality. Hindi masamang bumili ng gamit for the go bag. Hindi masamang bumili ng gamit for the survival kit or the first aid kit. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good to have those tools around, but bear in mind na maaring hindi nyo magamit itong mga tools na to sa oras na kailangan nyo. In essence, ordinary people or those who are interested to know prepping are finding or receiving the information from people who do not know what they're talking about. Akala nila napaka-perfect ng, uy, meron akong go bag. Uy, meron akong first aid kit. Uy, meron akong survival kit. Uy, meron akong rifle. That would be a guarantee that they will actually survive a potential disaster. But that's the wrong way of thinking kasi kapareho yan ng in an emergency scenario. Halimbawa, my point with the first aid kit, kaya ako pinupuntirya yung first aid kit is because ang first aid kit, ginagamit lang yan in an emergency situation. Bakit mo bubuksan ng first aid kit kung hindi emergency? Diba? So bakit mo aayusin for presentation lamang yung first aid kit ninyo? Which means, wala ka talagang experience kasi sa totoong buhay. Pag kinailangan mo ng first aid supplies, ng medical supplies, wala ka ng pakialam basta you will break that thing open, hoping to get the components you need, the supplies that you need. So, hindi pwede yung napakaayos na first aid kit. Kalokohan yun, kagaguhan yun. And that's all for show, that's all for display. For another, I have seen people suffer from post-traumatic stress simply because of the superhero attitude. Akala nila, nasa utak nila na sila ay rescuer. When the ugly truth is, you are not rescuing anyone from anything. You are there, hopefully, to prevent the inevitable. Or you are there to manage the situation, not necessarily prevent the inevitable. Kasi ang hirap niyan, some people, lalo na yung mga nagpa-perform ng CPR, akala nila na pag nag-perform sila ng CPR, automatic marirevive yung pasyente. In my personal experience, hindi ko na mabilang kung ilan ng CPR na ginawa ko, but I have only seen one return of spontaneous circulation. Isa lang ang na-revive ko sa buong career ko sa EMS. Out of the, I don't know, hindi ko na mabilang kung ilan. And that's a reality that I've had to accept. Doon ko na-realize na hindi ako rescuer. I am there only to manage and nothing more. Kumbaga, ang haharapin mo dyan yung reaction ng mga kamag-anak and if ever yung reaction ng pasyente. But you are not rescuing anyone from anything. You have to bear that in mind. It's the same with prepping. Never think that just because you have the go bag, just because you have the tools, that you will actually survive. It doesn't work that way. Kaya ako irritated, kaya ako nakakanti ng mga influencers kasi they're making a profit from what they're doing. Not considering that some people do not have the resources to buy the stuff na binibenta ng mga influencers. People have to work for a living. People have to sacrifice a lot of other purchases para lang makabuo sila ng mga go bag nila, even to purchase a firearm. Malaking mga sakripisyo ang ginagawa ng mga tao. So, hindi yan basta-basta. I cannot in conscience and in principle sell anyone anything and guarantee them that that particular tool will work or will save their lives. No, hindi po ako gano'n. So, whenever you watch someone na automatic may binanggit na brand dun sa kanyang video, alam nyo na natabingi yung taong yun. Huwag na kayong makikinig sa mga ganon. Kasi they're just selling you something. They're just presenting a very nice first aid kit. But in reality, it's not functional. So, yan lang naman yung aking message. It's just that lately, I've been very emotional about these things. And I felt the need to react in this manner simply because nakakaumay na eh. It's gone too far. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan pagdating sa ganyan. I just really wanted to voice out yung concern ko regarding the ugly truth about prepping and what the influencers are selling. So, hopefully that helps you out, even in the smallest way. And that's been the long and the short of it. This has been Abs Abando for Manila Sentinel. Raw, make your lives emergency proof. The most realistic thing you can do is get out.